Asmongold is renowned for his disgusting bedroom, and I'll be honest, that picture doesn't do it justice. His bedroom is fucking gross. It is hideous. And there's a bit of a saying that goes around in life where it says the way that someone presents their room is the way that they truly are. So if someone has a constantly messy room, they are probably a bit of a messy person. Or if someone's got a super creative and decorative room, then they're probably an amazing YouTuber that you want to subscribe to. Anyway, for some reason, this guy thought it'd be a good idea to come out on stream and talk about his personal political views on the Israel and Palestine conflict. And for me personally, I think any sort of politics you're going to talk about on stream or even in a video, like, don't get me wrong, you're completely allowed to have your own political views. You can believe what you want, you can say what you want, but if you're going to put it on the internet, please be very careful with the way that you put things, especially if you have a platform as well, because at the end of the day, you are an influencer. You influence people, and what Asmongold came out with today was quite an aggressive thing to say. So yeah, let's get into it.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people.
Yeah, pretty fucking heavy off the rip. I know, this guy was actually going for the kill right there. Like, I think something that absolutely everyone can agree with is war is a bad thing. If people are dying, it's a bad thing. It doesn't matter who's on what side. If people are dying, if children are dying, if hospitals and homes are getting blown up, it's fucked. It's a bad situation. And it doesn't matter what side is in the right and what side is in the wrong. They just shouldn't be killing each other. I know it's not as easy as that, but it could have been so easy for him to just say, you know what, I'm not going to talk about this. It's not my kind of thing. The war is sad, it's bad, people shouldn't be dying, and that's it. Please don't ask me about it again. But he goes into even more detail.
And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing.
I feel like he's just kind of made a bit of a statement there, which is like, he's kind of just stating the obvious to look a bit smart, I suppose. Like, no shit. They're in a war. Whatever team has the most resources is probably going to win the war, unless the person that's leading them is just completely off their fucking marbles. So the point he's trying to get here, I don't really get. He's literally just saying, oh yeah, Israel have more bombs than Palestine, which is why they're killing more of them, and Palestine are weak because they don't have the same resources, which is why they're not killing as many people in Israel. But if they did, they would be. And it's like, no fucking shit. Like, is that not like an obvious kind of statement right there? I don't get it.
These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
I'm sorry, I'm actually in shock. Like, I'm genuinely in complete shock right now. Let's just dial things back a little bit. The people that he's talking about are human too. You know, a crazy thought, I know, because for Asmongold, these people aren't human anymore. They are beings that are evil, they're bad because they don't believe the same as him. Oh my gosh, I can't deal with it. You don't believe what Asmongold says? Fuck, dude, you're not even human anymore. Nope, you're fucking evil. What's wrong with you? Like, what the hell is actually wrong with this guy? Like, he is so unbelievably twisted, and when people talk about privilege, this is what they're referring to right here. This guy has a roof above his head, he has a setup to stream from, he has a pretty good life. But just because you have all of these things and you view one thing differently to someone else doesn't make them not human. Like, you're welcome to disagree with them, that's completely fine. Maybe you don't believe what they believe. I don't have a problem with that. Everyone's open to make their own decisions in life. But to completely disregard them as human and refer to them as inferior, wow, that is crazy.
It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
The final part to that, him saying he doesn't support them, that's fine. You're welcome to do that. I'm not going to sit around and whine about you not supporting one side or supporting the other. I don't care. Okay, that's your opinion. You're welcome to have that. But there is a very obvious line between right and wrong, and the wrongs there just go on and on and on. And that is actually what a user pointed out on Twitter, so let's get into this list. Suggest that a victim of a hate crime deserved to be harmed, incite or promote violence against a protected group, content that perpetrates a recognized group negative stereotype about a protected group as greedy or unintelligent, content suggesting that protected group members are subhuman, inhuman, or impure, content insinuating that individuals with a certain protected characteristics are criminals or terrorists, content that implies that another contemporary culture is primitive, statement dismissing an entire group, e.g. I don't like, like so on. Conspiracy theories that individuals are evil. Like, what the actual fuck? And it's so obvious that he committed every single one of those in that clip. The only thing that you could possibly defend this guy with here is freedom of speech, which he obviously has. He's allowed to believe those things. He's allowed to go on the streets and say those things, but you cannot do it on the internet because he has such a big influence. You have no clue how many people are going to see that clip and think, I quite like Asmongold. I don't know anything about the Israel and Palestine politics. Yep, you know what? My mind has been set because of Asmongold. Like, at that point, he just has too much power. This is too much power for a man like this. Anyway, he then came out with an apology, and, well, there isn't even the word sorry here. I mean, he recognizes what he's done, but this is the stinkiest apology of the century. Looking back on it, I was way too much of an asshole about the Palestine thing. My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I find regressive. You guys deserve more than me saying stupid shit like that. I'll do better. What an incel. I mean, seriously, it blows my mind that someone can actually behave like that and not even bring themselves to say sorry. Now, as I've said time and time again, he's allowed to have his own views. That's completely fine. But keep them to yourself. Like, not at any point in this video have I gone, yeah, I support Palestine, or I support Israel, or I'm with this. Because it's not necessary. I don't need to talk about it. People are dying. They shouldn't be dying. It doesn't matter what side they're dying on. People don't deserve to have their lives torn apart, as he said right there. But yeah, if showing off your room wasn't social suicide, then this clip definitely was. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.